Valentino Red.
I'm a Sunday D.
And this is the Big Blue Father and Son Show. Thank you. Hey, what's going on? Real quick, like, share, subscribe, and
post your comments of predictions in the comments below.
Booyah. We're back with you with another good edition of the Father and Son Show, because this week, it's a big game. Big game.
Yep.
Big implications. We win this one, we are really in the hunt. And mathematically can take the East. Regardless on how weak the East is and how they talking about it, this team keeps getting stronger and stronger, especially on the defensive side of the ball. Mm-hmm. We still waiting for Daniel Jones to kind of sink in and click. Yeah. Because he has kind of flashes of greatness, but then the turnovers and everything. Questionable. I'm still on the Daniel Jones train, the gravy train.
Yes.
Tanking ain't an option at this point.
No.
Well, if you guys win, you're messing up your draft pick. The point of playing football is to
win.
Defense win game, offense sell tickets. Right now, we ain't selling too many tickets. The defense is doing their job, but they're getting tanked. They need some help by the offense.
Yes.
Again, I want to win the East. I just want a T-shirt to wear around here and talk stuff to the Cowboys. It don't matter. We can get in the playoffs and we can lose, or we can get in the playoffs, do a win. Hey, it's only building. I just want to win. Win the East. You know what I'm saying? And with all that said and done, it's building on a young team.
Mm-hmm.
We got a good head coach.
Definitely.
Oscar-winning, no, I'm joking, not Oscar-winning, award-winning MVP of our team is
Patrick Graham,
defensive coordinator. So we building on some winning games in our next 7 game stretch can only help this team psychology, as far as toughness, as far as learning different things, how to close and what to look for. It's only helping. So I'm looking forward to this game. We're back, this week. Again, is a very, very, very important game for our beloved GMEN as they battle the Philadelphia Eagles in MetLife.
Yes. It's
always been a tough one in MetLife.
Mm-hmm. Well, I wouldn't say always, but like maybe the past couple years. And I remember in 2017 we played our butts off, but This is an important game, and I'm pretty sure the Giants know that. I think we're capable. No, I know we're capable of beating Philly. Philly ain't that team. They ain't dominant like that.
Right.
Philly, sorry, to be honest. Let's just say it. Let's just be real. Philly is sorry.
Ooh.
They
sorry is in regards to.
Basically, I'm pretty sure they ain't dominant. Their defense is bad. Everybody's been seeing their defense isn't bad. They good. Their offense is bad. Their O-line, it's just like their team is falling apart. I don't know what happened. It's just cap space issues, whatever. But Philly is trash.
Where we are, we're rebuilding. So some people, you guys are losing the trash too. No, we're rebuilding. Philly is just falling off. They're not even in the rebuilding stage.
They're like in the phase before they need to know they need to rebuild. Like that. We're still a good team and we still got it before let's start rebuilding phase.
Before you get in the face like, what the hell happened to us?
Yeah.
Well, let's before we recap last week's game, let's keep going on with the Philly game. The last time we played Philadelphia, what were some highlights and some keys that how we lost, and also what to look for so we don't make those same mistakes?
All right, so I've seen a lot of we lost because our defense let us down. No, Evan Ingram let us down. His ability to not catch the ball let us down. Because if you look at it, the highlights, whatever you want to look at, we was moving the ball. We was up 21-10 with like 6 minutes left in the game, and we was moving. Our defense played really good that game, so I'm not saying our defense let us down. Evan Ingram did.
Be specific.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
We was moving the ball pretty well, moving it, and then it came to that 1 3rd down. He dropped it. Then Philly moved down the field and scored, right? And then I think another one he dropped it, and
yeah, that's right.
Yeah, no, the first one was Deion Lewis fumbled.
Yeah.
And then like Evan Ingram dropped the ball.
Right. It was third down. It was first down, and then when they came back with the penalty, I think we got a flag or something, or it was
False
negative.
start.
Yeah, it was, and then it was pretty much over.
And then, I don't blame Jones for fumbling, losing. Well, fumbling, it's on the player, but I don't blame Jones for us losing because that game-winning drive, I don't know if we would have gotten if he didn't fumble. But for 30 or 40 yards just to get to like 60-yard field goal range, and Graham Gano was like, it was something with his leg. He wasn't hurt, but like it was like something in his leg that was kind of irritated. So I was like, we gonna have to get at least inside the 35. But and with like no timeouts or one or two, I know we didn't have a lot. But I just didn't see it right there, especially because, Philly, they always do something to beat us at the end. But we're in MetLife now, and I believe we're playing tougher. We're playing tougher this year.
Right. So now we're going to recap mode because you brought up Evan Ingram.
Yes.
He's been at Achilles' heel for a few games. However, he came through last week versus Washington. He came through with a touchdown, his first in many games, and then at the same time a couple key catches, also a couple key drops.
Yeah.
Well, not necessarily key drops. The drops continue.
Yeah.
And the defense really stepped up. Like you said, the defense hasn't been losing it. They stepped up, and again, pulled out some hero type action to bring home that W. I mean, we throw it up, it's a win. At the same time, we swept them. We got to split with Philly, and we'll see Dallas at the end. Yeah, this is a big game on all cylinders for us. I'm going to go ahead and give my prediction as far as for the score. We're in MetLife, no fans in the stadium, but the energy will be felt throughout TV land and also in the parking lot. If you ever been to MetLife and in the future, maybe after COVID, go and you're a Giants fan, definitely it is an experience. It's like homecoming. Nothing big blue all in the parking lot everywhere. Crazy. You'll see some of the legends. Joe Morris, Otis Anderson, Rodney Hampton. You'll meet them in the parking lot. It's crazy. But with that being said, the implications of this game, again, I can't say it enough, is big for the GMEN. Because if we lose this, it's basically a wrap. And after, if we lose this, it's a wrap.
I don't think we should tank, honestly, if we lose to Philly. Mm-hmm. Because people going to be saying stuff about Joe Judge, crybaby fans. Really, crybaby. They don't even look into detail. They just look at, obvious stuff.
Right.
Isn't the problem.
A hell of a game planner.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And not only that, he's instilling and has instilled a toughness, a culture in this team that you can see from last year to this year. It's very obvious. I mean, and then at the same time, the hiring of Graham, who's an extension of Judge, who is the assistant head coach, just not the defensive coordinator. He's the assistant head coach. We went, where are we currently? 13, with, what is it, 13? The defense is ranked number 13 with yards per game, and is it 15 with points per game? Or do I have, last year it was 25 and 30. So we are he is implementing that. Now, we won't touch the GM situation. We're gonna let this play out, see where we go. We'll talk about that at a later date. With the remaining teams on our schedule, however, I say the first half we play some really tough teams. On the back end, these teams aren't no slouches. However, we're playing more confident ball.
Yeah.
I really don't see Seattle dragging us, and I don't see why we couldn't. it's going to be a competitive game. I don't see why we can't come away with the win versus Seattle or Baltimore. A matter of fact, I mean, with your boy Jackson, what did he say to the press as far as the defense is?
Their offense is predictable.
Okay, so any fans out there, man, they out their mind. The Ravens are Watch the X's and O's. Watch the details. What's going on? Watch what's being said by the players. When your captain says predictable, and you have a person like Graham that's taking the best out of the players that he have. We don't necessarily have the best players, but he's playing to their potential.
Exactly. That's one thing I've noticed from last year to this year. Our players is playing tougher.
Right.
They're not the players last year. They tough, hard nosed football defense.
And with that being said, who else we play? We play the Bengals and the Browns and the Cowboys. Let's get this NFC East. Watch the game. None of this crying. If we lose, we lose. But it ain't all on Jones some of the time. But hey, he's the captain, and he has his fair share of blooper moments, or I'm gonna just say it, Eli moments.
Yeah.
Where you be like, what the tough. But we're gonna concentrate on we still gotta we got a game or two to give to lose. However, we still got a few games to get in order to win the NFC East, and it's still on the table. We beat the Eagles, and they falling apart. They have just a remaining schedule that's tough as ours, so just peep that. We've been kind of mixing everything. Usually we do have a recap. Now we did away with that because everything is unfolding in the NFC East, and if we can go into the bye with a win, I think that'd be huge.
Oh yeah, definitely
huge. And then too, your man X, he's been training. Well, not necessarily he's been training, but also he's been working with the practice team, and they're saying he's coming along and potentially could make his rookie debut after the bye week. Mm-hmm. What do you think about him coming in? We still haven't seen him play, but just the potential on what they said he could be. If he can live up just to a teeny bit of that, he can add as another playmaker. How do you feel about that?
Whoa. I've heard good things about him. At the draft, he was one of the highest ranked. So, very good pick. I think he can make some noise. He might have his first game might be like I don't want to say steps. Baby steps. I don't want to say bad because it's just like growing in the NFL. Right. Every player has their first game and it's not always good. Because they taking baby steps.
Right on.
So I'm gonna say he's gonna have one of those games, maybe one or two, first two, and then that's where he's gonna start gelling with the rest of the defense. Okay. Starts getting in a rhythm with them.
Right, and then again, all of this is building on next year.
Yes.
Win, lose, or draw, take the East, advance, whatever. Hey, what's the name of the game? Any given Sunday. And hey, come this Sunday, again, we looking forward to the GMEN playing not only a competitive game, but also closing out with a W type game.
Yes.
Definitely. We need Ingram.
Catch the ball.
Sticky tapes. Go get our man Ty from the Super Bowl. Help him understand how it sticks to helmets, hands, body parts, whatever. Just hold on to the ball. Tate is questionable. He banged up his knee. And he's questionable. So hopefully they just took him off with the staff as a precautionary measure, and he's able to play because he is kind of reliable with Daniel Jones. But however, if he doesn't, the next man up, we got Mac, who's a rookie looking pretty good. He's 6'2".
Oh yeah,
good target. And then of course our man Darius Slayton. You know what I mean? So give our predictions real quick. With the Philadelphia Giants game, I say the Giants 28, Philadelphia 17.
That's a good one. I'm gonna say, cause the Eagles they kind of play tougher at MetLife, but you know we play tough too. I'm gonna say Giants 27, Eagles 23.
Ooh, that's a good one. Well, you heard it here. We talked about, you know, the defense is a collective unit, so I don't want to, you know, be like, well, who should we look for in the defense? We looking for the whole defense,
yeah,
because they're pretty tough, and the rotation is pretty good. Shout out to Patrick Graham, defensive coordinator. He is the MVP of the week, and actually of the first half of Giants football, as well as, you know, the other personnel. With that being said, Philadelphia winning.
Well, I'm gonna say this: getting lucky in the second half of the game. It's just, I don't get it. Like, what is it? What are y'all doing? Are y'all like, I don't know.
You know, good voodoo or something.
Yeah, maybe adjustments.
Yeah.
But that looks too good to be adjustments. I know adjustments are good, but like, come on now, this is ridiculous.
Okay.
But anyway, Philadelphia, they have to, you know, keep the defense on their heels, you know. Run some trick plays, you know, scramble a lot. Just keep the defense on their heels. That's really all Philadelphia has to do, and keep our offense off the field. Their defense.
Do you think, like you said, they trash, and you know, kind of falling apart? Do you think they're capable this time right now with their personnel to keep the defense on their heels?
If they can, it's just gonna be barely though.
Okay.
Barely, but that's gonna be in the first half, and I know Patrick Graham gonna make the proper adjustments.
There you go. And now, without further ado, you know what time it is.
Ellis has a bye, and Washington plays Detroit. And I did some predictions with the East, all that. I had Giants 6-10, Philly 5-10-1, Washington 5-11, Dallas 2-14. But I had them losing to Detroit. Because Detroit, they really a better team than their record is. The Vikings just outplayed them. It was a good game, honestly. But I have Detroit winning. You know, they're a really good football team. Washington, I don't see them winning this because Washington, they lost Kyle Allen to us. So hopefully he gets better with that ankle. But, yeah, I have Detroit winning. And my game of the week is Monday Night Football. Vikings versus Bears. And I like what the Vikings are doing here. They've won like 2 in a row against division rivals. They're on a roll, and the Bears have been falling off. They did play the Saints and the Rams. You know, they have good teams, but still they falling off. They need to be playing better. So I'm gonna have the Bears hit a rebound game against them. And yeah, I think the Bears have a good offense. You know, they've been moving the ball better past few weeks. But Vikings, if they keep their defense up and Dalvin Cook hit another, you know, career game, then they could be some trouble. They could be 4-5, you know, make some trouble in division. You know, give Green Bay a run for their money. But I'm gonna have the Bears hitting a rebound game, and that's it for Darius.
It's been another Big Blue Father and Son show. Thank you for tuning in again. Like, share, subscribe, and
predict your score in the comments.
There you go. We got on these fancy hats, match our jerseys, and you know, give this scheme. Shout out to one of our sponsors, which is the Black Life Apparel. You can find some of the hottest gear to represent the culture. Also, these people here, One Love Lounge in Arlington. Great, authentic Caribbean food from the islands and great service. And it's also Giants friendly. The owner is a Giants fan. Great person, Billy. Shout out. Also, another, Sankofa's. It's in close to Duncanville in southern Texas, well, Oak Cliff area. Some great, healthy, alternative foods. And then also, you know, our club, the Big Blue Wrecking Crew, Dallas Metro. And also, it's a father and son production. Peace.